Hey guys, my name is Jason with Mount Baker Mining and Metals. On today's video, we're going to be working this quartz vein here behind me for some gold. We're going to try and take 2 or 3 tons off this mountainside. So this vein here behind me goes up the hillside and outcrops the whole way. There we go. But it's a lot of work to knock the vein and knock ore off it. So what we're going to do today is we're going to go after the float. And down on the talus slope here below me, there's tons and tons of quartz float laying down here that's broken off this exact vein, which is really, really rich. And so we're going to go along and bag up the quartz vein, the quartz float. And then the plan is we're going to get it flown out of here with a helicopter, process it through a jaw crusher, hammer mill, and shaker table, and see how rich this stuff is. Now we're looking down the hill here. There's my buddy Josh. He's come up to help me today. And it might be hard to tell from the camera, but there's white float laying all over this hillside. And it goes way over that way, and it goes way over this way. So we brought up a ton of these sandbags. We're going to fill them up like that with ore. Then I got to weigh them. I'm going to bring up some big super sacks, and we can fill them up with 500 pounds. And the helicopter can fly all this ore out. I'll load it on the truck and get it to the crusher. So we're sitting here debating whether it's going to be easier to work your way down collecting the ore, or start at the bottom and work your way up. What do you guys think? Leave me a comment down below. We're going to try both. I'll let you know which one goes better. But the first thing is we don't want to get hurt going down this thing, because it's really steep. It might not be easy to tell from the camera, but it's pretty darn steep down there. And the goal is we're going to fill up our sacks with the white rock, and we're going to stage them at different spots along the mountainside. And the helicopter can come pick them up and fly them over to a spot where they get them on the truck. Well, we're kind of developing our strategy here, going along picking up rocks. The white rocks are the good ones. I'm trying to keep about the size of a golf ball or bigger. It just doesn't make sense to pick up little tiny slivers. And then I'm trying to set my bag bucket in one spot and collect all around it. Josh is over there. He's kind of moving around. We're actually thinking side hill might be the best. Just work along the side rather than going up and down. But it's not hard. You just go along and you pick up all the white rocks, put them in the bucket. We're working, I don't know, 2 minutes, got half a bag. Well, I've been up here several times this spring and summer, and I've got little piles cached out here and here, one here. So I'm going to be grabbing those. Just don't want to fall off that cliff, land on Josh down there. So let's see if I can get these piles off, and then we'll work down through the talus. Well, I got all our little piles here, and up there all picked up. Got them staged down here in bags. 2, 4, 6, there's 8 bags there. Probably weigh an average of about 50 pounds each. So there's 400 pounds. And then Josh has been down here. He's got a couple, 3 or 4 bags going. So another 200. We're coming up on half a ton. It's not even lunchtime. We kind of tried to get them piled up. There's a couple, some individual ones. We pretty much cleared this whole talus right here. Josh has been kicking some down here into this little gully. He's been packing up into sacks. We're going to make a big pile of sacks right there. We've got this whole talus here to do, across over here, and then, continue across that way. So we're not going to get it all done today, but we've got a lot of ore here to get. Well, here's my situation. It's been about a week since Josh and I were up here. I got the helicopter coming in a couple days. So I had to hike up here and get all these sacks that Josh and I did into super sacks so the helicopter can fly them out. And as you can see behind me there, we're in the clouds today. It's raining. I just made it up to the mine. I'm just soaking wet. And I was trying to pack these bags up this hill, and it is just murder. There's only a couple down there I have to go get, and then everything else is above me. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to start at the very top, and I'm going to take a super sack up there and weigh each sandbag that I have ore in. I can load about 500 pounds in the bag, and then I'm going to work my way down. The problem is when it's real wet like this, everything is slick as snot. I'm on a talus slope, so I'm probably working on 30 degrees, and everything's covered in this heather, blueberry stuff. I was hiking up through just fields covered in ripe blueberries. I haven't seen a bear yet, but this is prime bear country, and the blueberries are just perfect. Up here by myself, miles from anywhere, don't have cell service, don't have a gun, don't have bear spray, and I think all I brought for lunch is a few nuts. So hopefully this isn't the last you ever hear from me. But let me get working on getting these sacks into the super sacks and see how far we get today. All right, well, here's my plan. I'm going to weigh these sacks, put them in this big white super sack here, fly them out with a helicopter. Uh-oh, that doesn't work. All right, I got a little loop here in the ties. 35 pounds. All right, there's one. Oh, it's a lot of work. There you go, there's 350 pounds, and the bigger rocks I didn't want to waste a sandbag on, so I just load them in loose. So now I've got some down there, I got one up there, I've got a bunch up there. So I'll just go around and grab them, stage them in these sacks, and fly them out. I'm back up here at the vein, and I got a stash of sacks here that I'm gonna get loaded up. Got our first bag loaded up, and then down the hill, probably gonna have to bring these sacks up to this location to make my 500-pound bag. But if you ever wondered how clouds are formed, there you go. There's a baby cloud in action. And I don't know if you can tell, but right down here behind that cloud, there's a little bit of sun in the trees. So that usually means it's about to rain. So we'll see how it goes, but we'll get this little pile here loaded up, and that'll be our second sack. Okay, second bag, 475 pounds. So now I'll work down here getting these guys in the clouds. Yeah, just another day at the office here. It's sunny down there and cloudy over there. Here's kind of an overview of what we're at. We got these two bags, one up there, and then one up there by the vein. And I have almost 2,000 pounds in those 4 sacks. So now I'll run over and load the 5th one, and we'll be good to go. Well, here's our last little pile. This is a big old chunk of vein that I got. And I don't know how much it weighs. I'm going to guess 200 pounds. So I'm just going to roll him into the bag. I've got these 4. I'll kind of top that one off here with a little bit more. But unfortunately, I've got one more bag way down there. Right there. And if you can't tell how steep that is, it's pretty much a cliff. There it goes. See that? So I got to get that bag all the way up here. This is a video all about Jason taking bags of rocks for a walk. Oh. All right, let's see if I can get this rock in that bag. Oh. Ah! Oh, I'm out here by myself making an idiot out of me. That was heavy. That might be 300 pounds. All right, we got our last bag full, so next shot should be the helicopter coming in. All right, guys, well, it's morning of the helicopter day. We got our little landing zone set up over here. So hopefully that works for them to drop the bags in for us. And then we're right here along the road, so we can just drive the truck over and load up the sacks once we get them dropped here. So hopefully this works. Let's go get those sacks off the mountain. I made these rope chokers, and I can slip them through the 4 eyes on the bag like this, and then I can go around another half a time and get it on the eye opposite the first one, and then when you get them all straightened out here, then you can hook both eyes up to the hook in the helicopter, and it'll lift the bag up nice and straight and even. And I've got 2 ropes instead of just 1. So that's our plan. Let's see if this works. Yes. Dude,
Oh, maybe.
that was awesome.
Yeah.
Well, we got our 5 bags. Now we got to get all that rock up on that truck. All right, guys, well, we got our bags all loaded up. We're headed down the hill. Man, I hope these have some gold in them. So stay tuned for a future video where I process these, get the gold out of them, and we'll see how much gold I get from my helicoptered rocks. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.